Hey there everyone, Steph, the community manager from Inflection Games here. Welcome to our first developer update. We wanted to start a new series where we talk a little bit more about how the development of Nightingale is going and also what we're working on at the studio. In fact, we might even reveal a couple of cool new things from time to time. So for our first update, as of time of recording, we just wrapped up our first round of closed alpha testing. For this test, we selected a really small group of people. We're talking less than 100 people. These folks were invited to test out some of the early game experience, let us know how they like the survival mechanics, and also the early progression of the game. These folks encountered some of the missing features in the game, some missing UI, and of course some bugs, but they gave us some really valuable feedback about our game, including some positive stuff, but also some stuff that we need to work on. So for example, for the next playtest, we'll be focusing on simplifying our crafting mechanics so they're a lot more intuitive to new players. If you want to be involved with future playtests, the good news is there's still plenty of time to be involved. All you need to do is sign up for our newsletter on our website if you haven't already, and then fill out the survey whenever we send it out. If you've already filled out the survey, don't worry about doing it again. You're already in our list of potential candidates. Just sit tight for now. Once again, thank you so much to the people that played the game and gave us feedback, and also to all of the people who've been patient with us as they wait to get in themselves. For the next update, we're going to talk a little bit about Unreal Engine 5. Now, if you recall, way back in the summer, when we first announced our delay, you may remember that we referenced that Unreal Engine 5 was part of the reason why we delayed. We want to talk a little bit more about why we decided to make this upgrade and what it brings to Nightingale. So for that, I'm going to hand it off to Nick and Noel from the studio.
Hi everybody, I'm Nick Sadler, I'm the Technical Art Director on Nightingale.
And I'm Noel Kasowicz, I'm the Environment Director on Nightingale.
So we're going to talk about Unreal 5 and how it's making Nightingale even more awesome than we hoped. So I guess we, like everybody else, saw the Unreal 5 demo drop, summer 21, and everyone got excited on the project.
The whole team's been excited about this ever since it's been announced, and we're finally starting to see it pop up in the game and apply it to some of our systems. So the sooner we can get more of this stuff going, the better, and we're very excited about it.
Yeah, super excited.
Yeah.
I'd say we've been waiting for it for a year, but we've been waiting for it for 20 years.
Long time. Yeah.
But there are two main features that we're looking forward to taking advantage of with Nightingale, and they're called Lumen and Nanite. You can run us through Lumen.
Yeah, Lumen is a global illumination feature that allows for realistic lighting and reflections that you've never really been possible before in real time. Mm-hmm. And it's something that we've been waiting for, and it's finally here, and we're really taking advantage of it with our time of day system and our realm card system, allowing to get all kinds of different fidelity and features with that. So it's really kind of opening that up.
The other major feature is called Nanite, and that's a system that deals with virtualized geometry such that you don't need levels of detail in meshes anymore. You get very smooth transitions from what you see close up to what you see at distance, and it can support tens of millions of triangles. And we're currently looking for opportunities to take advantage of that too.
Thanks so much, Nick and Noel. We're going to share some footage of Nightingale utilizing Lumen and Nanite in a future update. Next, we'll be answering some of your burning community questions with another member of the team. Everyone, I'm here with Leah from the studio. We're here to answer some community questions. So Leah, can you introduce yourself a little bit?
Yeah, hey Stephanie. I'm Leah. I'm the Director of Production here at Inflection Games.
Thank you. We're so excited to have you and answering some questions about our lovely game Nightingale. So first off, our first question. Can you talk a little bit about how character progression will work?
Yeah, absolutely. So for character progression, everything is items and kind of gear based. So players will be able to craft better items and gear using resources found from around the realms. And with the better gear and items, you're going to be able to take on harder challenges.
Is there creature difficulty scaling in the game? And if so, how does that work?
Yeah, absolutely. So for us, it's really important that, the deeper the realms you go into and explore, the harder kind of the creatures and monsters you face are going to get. So the important thing to know is that when you get into any realm, you're going to have different types of creatures from, your basic critters to wildlife to monsters. You'll get to meet our Bound faction, and those will all kind of provide a nice level of challenge within a realm. And then as you get into harder and deeper realms, the creatures will become harder as a result.
The next question is, what languages will be available in Nightingale at launch?
Yeah, so we'll be launching Nightingale in English, French, Italian, German, Spanish, And then we'll continue to evaluate and add additional languages post early access launch.
And the last one here is, can you talk a little bit about how building's going to work in the game?
Yeah, so our building system is blueprint based. You're going to go ahead and place down a whole bunch of blueprints. It's a very creative thing that you can do, sort of build out the estate exactly how you want and the location you want with all the different parts. We have a variety of different tile sets where, excited to show you as we get closer to early access launch, but I think you'll definitely be able to build out your best Victorian estate, that's for sure. And then, we have different kind of more functional structures, defense related structures. We have a variety of crafting benches. So there's a lot to kind of plan out when it comes to our building system.
I cannot wait to see what our players build.
Oh yeah, it's great.
All right, so that's everything. Thank you so much for joining me, Leah, and answering these questions for us all.
Yeah, thanks so much for your time.
And that's it for now. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any feedback about the contents of this video or the format, then please let us know in the comments down below. Or alternatively, you can reach out to us on any of the social media handles that we've put in the description below. Until next time, we'll see you then. Thanks so much for watching.